who did Hebrew Union College attract in the beginning? Were you able to get faculty and students to come out to Cincinnati?
It was a challenge. In the earliest days, Wise's collaborator was a fellow by the name of Max Lilienthal. Lilienthal was a real rabbi and a real PhD from a German university who has a footnote in broader Jewish history for having been the man tapped by the Tsar Nicholas I, to run the crown schools in Russia in the 1840s until he realized that it had a conversionist agenda, and he hightailed it out of Europe and sort of embarrassingly had to make his way to New York, where he was briefly the chief rabbi of a few congregations in New York, and then went to Cincinnati and played second fiddle to Wise, despite the fact that Lilienthal was far better of a scholar. And they together were, faculty members of the early seminary. He was able to get Moses Mileziner, who was a Talmudist, in 1879, and over the years get faculty members of no great shakes. The best potential that he had, interestingly, was Louis Ginzberg. Louis Ginzberg of JTS fame, probably the best Talmudist of the first half of the 20th century, was hired, or supposedly hired, in 1899, a year before Wise died, to be a professor of rabbinics. And the hiring was rescinded after Ginzberg already made his way to America from Europe, because Wise found out that Ginzberg was a believer in documentary hypothesis. And although HUC was a reform institution, Wise did not like doctrinal heresy. So here, a man who ate treif for breakfast fired Louis Ginzberg for believing in documentary hypothesis.